Right, I'm out and about. I'm just leaving Llandyrnog, and that is my destination there. That's Moel Arthur. That's what I'm heading for. It's like a circular route that I've done a million and one times. I couldn't decide which sort of route to take. Clwydian Moel Vamai, and I thought I'll do the circular Moel Arthur, which is that blip there. It's one of the ancient hill forts, up through Clwydian and round over Moel Arthur, down the other side and back round again. So that's what I do. I park up in Llandyrnog, and it's like a bit of a drizzle, but it's very mild, but it's going to warm up, I think. It's not a long walk. Don't know, I've never really measured it, but it's a few miles. There's Clwydian and Moel Park and that, but I'll be going up. There's a bit of Llandyrnog Wood or what have you. Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back out in they call it the Clwydian Mountain range, but they're not really mountains. They're just hills, as far as I'm concerned. They're not mountains. So anyway, keep going. It's good to be out and about on the hills. I haven't done this route for quite some time actually, but yeah, it's good to be out and about on the hills. Keep going. Things you come across on a Welsh country road. I'll be heading up more or less that way and then across, and then, like I say, all the way round. It's a sort of a bit of a circular walk, but I'll show you the destination. Is a bit of a it's raining, it's starting to rain. There's no rain forecast, but that's where I'm heading. That's the highest point of the walk. This is Moel Arthur. But yeah, should get some pretty decent views. I've got my Sony little Sony camera. Try and get some panoramic shots and stuff. But that's it there. That's Moel Arthur, one of the hills, I should say. That's where I'll be going over. Dropping down in the valley there, and then coming round and then back. So yeah, sun is trying to break through, but it's raining at the moment, but it's very mild. So yeah, keep going. AONB. I am entering AONB, area of outstanding natural beauty. Welcome to Wales. The Sani Shelter, Sanatorium Shelter. Unsuitable for heavy goods vehicles. This road gets a bit steep here, towards the top of this road. Steep, very steep. On camera it may not look as steep as it actually is, but you can take it from me, this road is very steep, but it levels off a bit in a minute. Here's one of the grit salt bunkers. You have them on these these steep hills. Got salt. So put on the road there for snow or ice. Yeah, no way you're going to get a car up here. So they put them bunkers there. Chuck a bit of salt down. Right. So yeah, that was steep. So it levels off a bit here now. And then I'll be entering Clwydian. One of the many egg honesty boxes scattered around. Oh, sorry, no eggs today. They've given it a paint job since I was here last. But sadly, no eggs today. So yeah, there's loads of them around, scattered around. Take your eggs and leave your money, and nice free range eggs. So yeah, levels off a bit here now, just about half a mile, what have you. And then I'll cut through Llandyrnog up to the Llandyrnog Penacloddiau car park. You can take the car up there and park there and head up to Moel Arthur, but it means you've got to come back the same way to get back to the other car. But I always park in the village, and then you go over Moel Arthur, down the other side and round and back to Llandyrnog. It makes a much longer walk, but much better circular walk. Right, there's Clwydian in front of me there. I'll be headed up through there and I'll arrive at the car park. Like if I turn left, I head over Penacloddiau, but I'm not going that way. I'll be going right over Moel Arthur. That's the route I've chosen today. It's great to be out. Car. That's what you got to watch, these narrow lanes. Not much room. This is not too bad, but some of these lanes you've got to get right into the hedge, especially if there's a wagon or something like that. There is no room. But I'll be turning off in a minute. Short little road section after the car park, and then I'll be up on the hills. No cars, and hopefully some nice views. Sign for Kilforth Byway. It's a route I've taken many a time, but I ain't going that way today. Just round this bend here, and I'll be heading up Llandyrnog. This is where to turn off now. So it says park in there. You can carry on that way if you want, 3/4 of a mile up to the Penacloddiau car park. But I'll be heading up that way. And you can see Llandyrnog. Time for a Welsh lesson. Coed is wood. So Llandyrnog means Llandyrnog wood, and it's C-O-E-D. It's not pronounced coed. It's pronounced as if you're saying C-O-Y-D, coed. Llandyrnog. So you get Welsh lessons in my walks. Anyway, head up through here for probably about, I don't know, 1/4 of a mile, something like that. And I'll arrive at the car park. Penacloddiau, that's another hill fort, and I'll be turning right, and then there's a short bit of road, and then I'll be up in the hills then. The first big climb of Moel Arthur, and then over Moel Arthur. I'll go to the summit, get some views from there, and then it'll be downhill all the way then. Yeah, wow, it's very humid today. It's a bit of fine rain just a minute ago, but very humid. Anyway, keep going. God, I'll be glad to get out of this wood. There's no air, nothing at all. Oh, it's humid, very humid. So still and humid. It's unbelievable. Got to get up towards the tops. Might be a bit more air there. So this is Penacloddiau car park. A few cars here today too. Should be expected on a weekend, isn't it? But that way heads up to Penacloddiau. But I won't be going that way. Whew, that was quite a slog, that. Wow. No air, that's the thing. I'll just give you a quick look at this network of paths. You can go around that way and up to Penacloddiau, but shows you Llandyrnog and shows you maps and stuff. You are here! That's where I am! So yeah, that's where I'll be going. Moel Arthur, I should say. Not Clwydian. It's got Clwydian there, which is up that way. But that's where I am, and that's where I'll be heading. I'll be detour to the summit, and then back, and then down, and then round. I won't be going that way. I'll be following the road down, and then back to Llandyrnog. So yeah, like I say, it's a sort of a circular walk. Whew, that was a slog, warm. That's the thing, there's no air. Anyway, heading this way now. Moel Arthur. Just the short bit of road section, and then there'll be a big climb. The biggest climb of the walk, and then it settles out, not too bad. And then, like I said, I showed you that, do a detour to the summit, have a look there and get the views and what have you. And then back to the path, and then it'll be downhill all the way. There's the sign there which says Moel Arthur. So I'll be leaving the road there. Right, this is where I leave the road. I'll just give you a quick look now. Bit of a breeze, bit more air. That's a nice new sign too, since I was here last. So you see there, Moel Arthur. Yeah, it's a brand new one, that. Right, be prepared for a climb. This is the steepest section of the walk. Get over there, I'll give you a quick look. Like I say, on camera it may not look too bad, but show you there. Moel Arthur Country Park, and that's what I got ahead in front of me there. May not look too bad on camera, but take it from me, it is a slog. Yeah, especially in this weather. There's no air, it's so still and so humid. Whew, unbelievable. Alright, let's get going. This is the steepest section, and it's not too bad across the tops there, and like I said, divert up to the summit and then back to the path, and then it's downhill, then literally it's downhill all the way back to Llandyrnog. Right, onwards and upwards now. Get some pretty decent views today, hopefully. Pace yourself, Evans, pace yourself. There's no rush. God, this is a slog. The amount of times I've done this walk a million and one times. I was looking back to the car park. It's just come through there. It's Clwydian. Chance to get a bit of a breather. God, it's so warm. Woo, like I say, the amount of times I've done this walk, I don't know, a million and one times in all weathers. A nice sunny day, rain, hail, sleet, snow, and a day like today, humid. This has got to be the most humid, hot day that I've ever done it. That's what I've just come up there, just tucked away. Hang on, just tucked away there. You can't quite see it. Is Llandyrnog. That's the way I've come up there and up here. But yeah, wow, this has got to be the most. It's just no air, and it's like being in a sauna, and it is steep. Take it from me, it is steep. But wow, it turns a bit of a hill climb into an absolute slog. Wow, it's so warm. It just drains you. But yeah, it's good to be out. Pace yourself, Evans, pace yourself. But I'll be just heading through there over another stile, a couple of stiles, what have you. And then it levels off a bit, not too bad. This is the steepest part of the climb, or the walk I should say, not really a climb, but feels like it today. and then it's downhill from the summit then all the way. Wow, it's warm. I've never known a day like today. Like I say, I've done this walk a million and one times and it's just saps your energy. It's so warm and humid. I got sweat going in my eyes and whew. When I get to the stile, I think I'll have a bit of a break and get some fluids. Oh, it's ridiculously humid. I've never known a day like it. I thought getting a bit higher up, gaining height, I get a breeze, but look, nothing is moving. Absolutely. There's not a breath of air, nothing. Literally, it's like being in a sauna. Whew. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Literally, onwards and upwards. All good fun. It's good to be out. Good to be back on the hills. There's a Clwydian car park. See there, I gained quite a lot of height and I've never known it so still. Up here there's absolutely nothing moving. There's not a breath of air, no breeze, nothing. Whew. I've never known it so still, I can't remember anyway. As I say, I've been up here in all weathers. Gales, snow, ice, wind, rain. But I've never ever, or I can't remember it being so humid. That's what gets to you. There's just no air. You could do with an oxygen mask, I think. There's just no air today. The sun's breaking through now. So it's just so still. Never known it like this before. Anyway, this is the style. So I'll have a drink here now, I think. It climbs a little bit, but that's the steepest section over with. So there's the dog. If you got a dog with you, just lift that up. The handle at the top there, and saves you lifting your dog over the stile. Right, I think I'll have a drink. It's looking over towards Clwydian. Wow, there's just no air. I've not known it like this. I don't remember anyway. Not known it so still. Right, there's a few more cars arriving in the Clwydian car park. Anyway, I'll have a drink and a bit of a breather, and then I'll get going. It's not too bad for me anyway. Nice new kissing gate, is it? It looks like or is it just a normal gate? Anyway, stopped for a bit of a breather. Took a couple of panoramic shots. I like that feature. I got a Sony, and you can just push the shutter and then you move it across, and then you get like a panoramic view. But yeah, this is all new since I was here last. Wow. Oh no, it's just a normal gate. I thought it was like a kissing gate thing. Well, sort of, innit, but always make sure the gates are shut behind you. Yeah, nice new one, that. Whew. There's Moel Park. TV mast. Hopefully I got it in shot. Can't quite see it on my screen. Hopefully it's in shot. There's Clwydian. There's a few up on there. I can see a bit of movement. I don't know what's going on Moel Arthur, but I've not met anyone yet. Just got this little bit here, which is nothing. So what I've just come up. Wow. I've never known it so much of a slog. The years I've been doing this walk. So humid and no air, that's the thing. You feel like you need an oxygen mask. It's terrible. Anyway, enough of my moaning. Keep going. Only this little bit and then it sort of levels off. And then I'll do a detour to the summit and back to the path. And then downhill. Downhill all the way. Yay. Right, there's the highest point of the walk. Oh, that is welcome. It's a very slight breeze, but it's very welcome. Whew. You can see bit of movement there. Oh, that is very welcome. Whew. Nice one. Well, that's not too bad now. It's more or less level-ish, and I'll just do a bit of a detour, get some panoramic shots of a bit of a natter, and then head back to this path, and then it's downhill. Oh, music to my ears, downhill. Whew. Normally I do that, no problem at all, but sort of a bit of a suffering slog today. Just no air and so humid, it's unbelievable. Right, keep going. That breeze is very welcome, albeit it's a very slight breeze, but it's very welcome. Anyway, yes, that's that. A few you can see on the path, probably not on this camera, but a few going up and down. Penaclog there seems pretty busy, but I've not met anyone yet. Don't know if there's anyone will be on the summit there, but it's all quiet so far. So, still no sign of anyone. I think I got the mountain all to myself, or the hill all to myself, I should say. So you carry on down there, that drops down to the road at the back, but follow that arrow there. Moel Arthur Hill Fort. She's that way. So just quick detour, get a couple of photos and a bit of a natter, and I'll be heading back down that way. Oh, first sighting of Moel Vamai. The Moel Vamai Jubilee Tower. I can hear voices down there, but don't know if there's anything, anyone up on the actual summit itself. It's so still. I think they're on that path there. I don't think the camera can pick them up, but it's so still and no air. You can hear them talking. Whew. Slight breeze, but it's not enough. So yeah, it's Moel Vamai. Been on that summit 1,000,001 times as well. Bet it's busy there today. Nice day like today, albeit a bit of a slog. Anyway, not far from the summit now. Get some views, get some pickies, have a bit of a natter, have a drink, and then downhill. All the way downhill. Got it all to myself. So this is the highest point, Moel Arthur. The cairn's been demolished, but whew, nice one. So that's where I parked up. There, that's Llandyrnog. That's where my car is, and that's the route to take in all the way up there to Llandyrnog Forest and all the way up here up to the summit, and then I'll be heading back down that way. Whew, the highest point, Moel Arthur, ancient hill fort. Can't remember how high this is, but it's the highest point. It's Moel Vamai. You can see there, that's the highest of the hills, I should say. They call it mountains, Clwydian Mountain range, but I think, in my opinion, they're not really mountains, they're hills. So I'll take some panoramic shots, have a drink, and then it's downhill all the way. Yay, downhill. So yeah, it's great to be out there. Right, I'll take some shots, camera shots, and have a drink, and I'll get back to you. So that's it. Had the summit all to myself. Right, heading back down now. Back down to the path and then dropping down. And it's downhill all the way then. Nice breeze. But it's come a bit too late because I'm heading downhill now. Whew. Great to be back out though. Can't remember when I did this walk last. It's got to be some time now. I used to live on the Clwydians there. It's Clwydian Mountain range. I used to do wild camp and it's always here nearly every week. But yeah, when I last did a walk on the Clwydians, I can't remember, it's going back quite some time, but wow, I've never known this that climb from Clwydian car park up to the first stile. I've never known this so humid and warm. Like I say, I've done it in all weathers, this walk, but that made it hard work. So yeah, I'm heading back downhill all the way. It's still warm, there's a breeze, but it's a warm breeze. But no more climbing. Downhill, onwards and downwards. Right. Whew, the sun's out now. That sun is hot. But it's not so much humid now. I think it's burnt off, you know, that humid. And hopefully you can see the path coming down there. Just make it out. I did a walk there. It should be in the middle of the shot. I always remember coming down there. I was doing a walk. I did a walk all the way over Moel Arthur Hill and round, and I always remember coming down there about half an hour before I reached that point, the top there and down here. The weather, it turned absolutely atrocious, and I didn't have any gloves. I didn't pack any gloves because I wasn't expecting the weather to turn so bad and so cold. The wind chill, it was unbelievable. And I always remember coming down there. I came around over the hill then, down this path here, and I lost the use of my hands. I could not move my hands. I got back to the car and I couldn't hold the key. I just about put the key in the ignition. I literally lost the use of both hands. So, and then I got back home and I put them under the hot, warm tap, hot water and all that. I just could not move my hands. I literally lost the use of my hands because they were the extremities. They were the only thing like exposed, and just for the sake of a pair of gloves. But like I said, I normally got pretty well, kitted out, but I wasn't expecting the weather, and it was really bad, and it was the wind chill. And I always remember I was coming down there and I thought, oh, I got quite a bit to go to the car. My hands, I tried to get a water bottle. I couldn't hold a water bottle to have a drink or nothing. My hands stopped working. And it was about, when I got back home, I think about 2 hours before they started to sort of come back to themselves. Yeah, I've never had that before. But just shows you, it's not very high. The Clwydians are not exactly mountains, they're just hills, but it's the weather. It was the wind chill. Unbelievable day that was. And it suddenly turned, bang! Start of the walk was great, but the weather suddenly turned bad, and then coming down there, I never forget it. It's going back a few years now, and I could not use my hands. It was weird, really. No pain, I just couldn't move my fingers. I literally lost the use of my hands. So anyway, basically, wow. The sun is warm, but it's not humid now. It's a different kind of air, coming up the other side. It was no air, it was terrible. Literally like as if you were in a sauna. But anyway, dropping down now. It's literally downhill. Wow, just put my hand on the camera, on the top of the camera. It's boiling hot. But yeah, it's downhill now all the way. A few miles back now to Llandyrnog. And that'll be it, that'll be the walk done. It's the first group of walkers I've met on this walk. So yeah, I had the summit to myself, but quite a group coming up here now. To be fair to them, there's only a narrow path over that section we were on there, and they all stood to one side to let me through, so thanks for that. Yeah, it's the first walkers that I've met on this walk today, on this path. Group out for a day's hiking. Yeah, the sun is boiling now, but it's a different kind of air now, the atmosphere's changed. It's like as if it's like a heat. You feel a really hot blast there on the other side. There's absolutely nothing moving at all. But see, there's a little car park there. But I don't park in these remote places, or if you do park there and you want to go up Moel Arthur, for instance, it means you've got to come back, to the car. So I do it like a circular. It's a longer walk. Like I say, I parked up in Llandyrnog and go up the road and all the way round, and you can do what you want. You're not tied to coming back to your car if you park it up here or in Clwydian or what have you. It's like as if you park there and you want to go up Moel Arthur, you go to Moel Arthur, you've got to come all the way back. But if you park in, which I've done many a time in Llandyrnog, you can either come up this way and then Moel Arthur and drop down the other side and round, or you can do it the other way. You can do it anti-clockwise, you can do what you want. Albeit, like I say, it's a longer walk, but that's what I tend to do. Park up in Llandyrnog, you've got choice of walks, and you can do what you want. Like today, parked up, come round this way, Coed, Llandyrnog, down the other side. But if I parked in Clwydian, I come up to Moel Arthur, you've got to go back that way, and all that, so anyway, that's just me. Right, onwards and downwards. Across the cattle grid. Follow the road all the way down now. He's had a fair climb. Not too bad here, but a bit lower down, it's like that. Walk up it, but I don't think I could cycle up it now. So that's when it just comes down from there now. Moel Arthur, down that way, down to the road and straight down to Llandyrnog. Still got a few miles to go, but no more climbing. But it's okay now, it's alright this side. Yeah, it's much different, totally different. God, I'd never known it like that. I can't remember it being so humid as that. It's like as if you wanted oxygen. But it's okay this side, it's weird, isn't it? Right, keep going. So, just show you roughly where I am. That's Llandyrnog. Just see some of the buildings there, that's where I parked up. So as you can see, got a bit to go yet. It's nice now. So yeah, a couple of miles, something like that. Busy now. Big van just went past, tractor, 4x4s. It's just coming up the from the farm up to this road, and there's a little kid driving that tractor. He's only small, only tiny, but his father was with him, like he must be trying to teach him how to drive the tractor. But he was there loving it, and they stopped and they swapped here then. So yeah. Right, keep going. Right, come to the junction here now. Got a choice. I can either go that way, and I come to the Sani shelter, which I showed you earlier. Is this mirror still here? Yep, still here. Yeah. Yay! So yeah, could go down that way. And like I say, come to the Sani shelter. But I'm heading this way. It joins onto the lower road. And you get a nice, looking back, you get a nice view, which I'll show you a bit later, of Moel Arthur, which I've just come down now. It's like between the trees, sort of a bit of a gap, and you can see Moel Arthur at the back there. So yeah, dropping down onto the lower road. Oh, it's a busy old road, this one too. Well, busy today anyway, but yeah, looking back, there's Moel Arthur. It's the summit of Moel Arthur I've just come over the top of. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a view of that. So yeah, Amazon van. All go today. So that's the lower road, and there's an honesty box here too, or there was one. A bit of everything, if it's still here. Was it here? Sure it was. No, perhaps it was it? There used to be one somewhere here, unless it's further up. I think it's further up. Or is it further up? Can't remember now. Yeah, sure there was one here. Look on the end there, it's got milk and stuff there, but yeah, there used to be one there. It's gone now. It's got milk, Llaeth, which is Welsh for milk, Llaeth. But right, heading this way now. And I'll join the main road leaving Llandyrnog. There's another car. It's busy today. Quite a few cars coming. Amazon, tractors. Give me a wave. Yeah, so like I say, there's not too bad this road. When you turn off up the narrow lanes, you've got to get right in the side because there's no room at all. So yeah, there was an honesty box, I'm sure it was there, but it's just got Llaeth now, milk. Anyway, obviously, basically, can I see Moel Arthur? Another car coming. It's a busy old road. Yeah, a bit further on you'll see Moel Arthur. Anyway, enough of my waffling, keep going. Right, just give you a rough idea, show you roughly the geography where I am. Just between the gap there, it's Moel Arthur. It's the summit of Moel Arthur. It's just come over and come down that way. So just give you a rough idea of the scale of the walk. Not long to go now, probably about 3/4 of a mile, something like that. Further on down there, like I said, join the road that I started up from, turn left, drop down a few hundred yards, 1/4 of a mile, something like that. And then arrive back in Llandyrnog, back at the car. Busy today with a big white van. There's a car coming this way. I never known this road so busy. It's normally pretty quiet. You get the odd car, but I've never known it so quiet. So yeah, cars, tractors, vans. Give you another look at Moel Arthur. Bit of a better view for it. Oh, cyclists. So yeah. Moel Arthur, summit of Moel Arthur. So that gives you a rough idea. Up this way, up over the summit and down that way. And the road that I started up is just here, just there. Turn down that way, go for about 1/4 of a mile, and then back of the car. So I don't know how long this walk is or how long I've took. I don't time it, and I've never measured it. It's a few mile. I don't know, 5, 6 is this, something like that, I don't know. Never measured it, but it's a nice walk, nice, like I say, circular walk, and I always do it the clockwise way. I never do it the other way around. So the cyclists coming. Unless it's a very quiet car. It's a very quiet car. Isn't it? Yeah. I've never known this road's so busy. Yeah. At least it's wide. Yeah, like I say, I don't know how long it's, a few mile, but and I don't know how long it took. I don't measure it, just go out and enjoy it, innit? That's the main thing. But where that red car is there, that's the junction, a crossroads, go down that way. 1/4 mile and then back of the car. So, this is the junction, that's the way I went up. Camera record equals car, it's very easy going. Get back to you in a minute. Going down that way. So yeah, that's the way I headed up that way, and that's the way I'm headed down that way. And I thought it was a bit shorter than that. It's got Llandyrnog, half a mile to go. I thought it was about 1/4. Half a mile down that way, and then back of the car. So that's it. That'll be the walk done. I tell you what. It's great to be back out in the hills. I haven't done that walk, or I haven't done a decent walk for quite some time. So yeah, it's great to be out. As always, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again.